Alright guys, holy crap, I just popped something. Unless it's, my eyes totally played a trick on me. I just immediately dropped it back down in the hole. Let's see, what was the number? It wasn't, I forget what the number was. It's been around here. It was down in the hole. It might have been right here. I can't remember if I pulled it right there. Anyway, I picked it up. Flipped it over and I saw this. It's all I've seen so far. And it looks like gold. I hope it's gold. Oh man, this is good, guys. Holy cow, Noel Milford, 1944. Noel Milford. I'll have to see what these people's name is. Oh, it's basketball manager. Mount. Oh man, this is cool. Oh, look at that. This looks like it says MTA Stud Association. Basketball manager. Oh, I see something right there. Doesn't look like it's gonna be gold. I think that is right there. I don't know. It's awfully pretty. All right. I'll get back with you. All right, guys. This is it's wrap up kind of one item I found. I found it back on. I found this one on 123, and I thought it was 10 karat. It's 18 karat, and instead of doing everything I found that couple hunts, I wanted to do just this item because it's a pretty cool little backstory on it, and it would take too long to do it justice. Alright, I dug this, like I say, probably a quarter mile from where I'm at right now in my neighborhood, and it was a basketball manager from Mount Allison College, and it's got MTA Stud. I think it's MTA Study Association. I'm not familiar in any way. 1944. And had no clue where Mount Allison was. Come to find out, it's in British Columbia. And down here, it's 18 karat. You can't hardly see it there. And it's Noel Milford, 1944. Evidently, he was their basketball manager for the team. Check out this thing here. It looks like a belt. See how it's got a buckle, and pretty cool how it's anyway, I thought it was just maybe plated when I first found it, but no, it's 18 karat gold. And this is what I found out. I looked at Mount Allison University is up in British Columbia, and this guy came here. He was ended up being a doctor. He was born in you can see all this, Victoria by the Seas, Prince Edward Island, Canada, 1924, and he died here 2013 at 89 years old from leukemia. He was cremated. Half of his body was put here in Waynesboro, and half they put it in the ocean up in Nova Scotia. He was an expert fly fisherman and hunter, learning from the Micmac Indian guides, and I know it's not spelt that wrong. It's got a hyphen in there from the way it's supposed to be spelt. And up in, I'm not even going to try to, there's a national park up there. It's real pretty. And he hunted up there, and he attended Mount Allison University from 41 to 44. While he was there in 41, it was a bad dormitory fire. He was one of the last survivors to get out of there. I don't know how many passed away in it, but After that, he moved down here. Well, no, he took up chemistry. He majored in it at Mount Allison, Dalhousie University, and McGill. He became a research chemist, and he came down here and worked in the acetate research department at the Binger lab, which is where my grandfather is. DuPont had a great big, this is a picture of, I'm not sure if this is the lab, but this is, DuPont is huge in Waynesboro, Virginia. We actually have our own banks because of DuPont. All the employees had their own bank, and all the family members could have it only if you had a family member that worked there. Now it's open up to everybody, but it brought, I mean, thousands and thousands of jobs, and all these houses that the neighborhood I live in, most were all built for people at this place. It's still open. I mean, there's all kinds of smokestacks down there. It's huge. The railroad was put through there just for it, and anyway, it's really cool. And this guy was big in there with them. If they really needed him, he was evidently a pretty good genius at working with chemicals. He worked in there for 32 years, working on all the fibers DuPont developed there. He was the author of several technical papers and awarded 8 patents related to. They had a lot of stuff with Lycra, Nomex, Kevlar, Orlon, was all worked on down here. And he was in a lot of organizations around here, and big in the church. Forget which church it was. And so I thought that was pretty cool. But like I say, he just passed away, and he didn't live nowhere near where I found it. And all his family members are, living like way away from here. I don't know how I would get a hold of any of them, but it's a shame that I found it, 5 years too late, 6 years. But I think his wife's has passed away. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember now, but he died of leukemia. But that was pretty amazing, the backstory I found out about it. And considering that my grandfather probably might have knew him, I need to ask my granddad that. And here's a book of, there's a buddy of mine on YouTube, Richard Williams, Life in the Pursuit of Relics, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Relics is his channel. He actually wrote this book, and I'm only a little ways through it, but it's amazing what all he is, how good he's done this book. Here's the guy, General Wayne. It's what our city's named after. But right here, I wanted to show real quick that big arrowhead, that spear point that I found back in about this time last year is right behind this is where I found it in the grass. And anyway, so that's pretty amazing. That there's all kinds of cool stuff. Y'all ought to check out, if anybody's interested in this battle, go on his YouTube channel, and he'll get you one out. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching, and y'all take care. Thank you.